Welcome to Zenterno Radio, where we drop truth gems all along the way. This is episode 12, and I'm going to title this Travis Scott and More Judgment, or The Judgment on America, as it continues. So what do I mean even about more judgment on America? People, if you're new to my channel or understanding anything, this is a spiritual channel. This is a spiritual podcast, and so I'm not here to pander to people who don't understand things. I'm here to teach people the spiritual concepts of life and the ways that we have to live in order to progress and be the best that we're designed to be. We're designed to shine. We were designed to be life givers, not life takers. We were designed for life, not death. And what's critical is that 400 years of slavery, that time is up. Genesis chapter 15, which refers to that Abraham's seed will be a stranger in the land that is not theirs. This is the black people that are not just in America. We're in the Caribbean. We're in Brazil. We're all scattered across the world, different places, just all over the world. Doesn't matter where it is. You'll find black people whose heritage goes back to being, coming from slavery and back to Africa. And we're not Africans, even though we lived in Africa. We are the Hebrew Israelites. And the end times, the Spirit has been poured out that has rekindled our spirit to know who we are. This is why in like 7 years ago or whatnot, this knowledge came back, that came to pass and said, we are the children of Israel. Before, a lot of us who are descended of this used to think of ourselves as just the N-word, such as we were just niggas. And I have to say that. That's how, even myself, I used to perceive where we come from, because that's what we hear in the music and from the people, how we talk to each other. So it's like, oh, and then, that's just what we are. But really what we were, or what we are in that state, was the destroyed peoples that was the product of slavery. And you can still see the product of slavery still to this day, right? So people have to understand that. So as far as I'm gonna touch on the Travis Scott in a second. So let's just go with the judgment now that's happening in America. If we look even to, and I find this kind of funny, because in America they have the blue states and the red states, right? The Democrats and the Republican. Well, we all know it's all the same shit and everything is controlled. We understand that. But they play their own game. So what do? It seems funny to me that in red states there's been more death and more problems in the red states ever since Biden has got into the office. And the reason I see that is because they want to create chaos in those red states, because they want everything to become blue. They want everything to become Democrat, and the whole team of Biden, which is nothing but, clones, demons, and evil sons of bees. You understand? If we look to Florida, because I was even looking at this whole concert thing that took place in Houston. It's like, there's still loss of life. There was casualties, but the number in Florida when that building collapsed was like 100 people. That was worse. That was like 100 people dead, just like that. Building dropped, boom, people dead. I mean, there's a lot of judgment happening in America, and I don't find it like a coincidence that why did they get hit like that? Inspections, was it a hit? They didn't even care about the building. That stuff is just, it's boggling. And then even in Texas, when it comes to Texas, back in February there was the weird winter storm, and then actually a few years back in 2017 there was that Hurricane Harvey. I remember that. I joke about it, called Hurricane Steve Harvey, but anyways, Hurricane Harvey. And but I actually spoke to one of my elders about this, and we were saying it's like, maybe it's because of the Bible Belt, maybe it's because this, again, here's the judgment being poured out, and the fake Christianity, or the fakeness in that, the religiousness that the Most High has no love for, and that's why all this judgment and stuff is happening. And so what's the product? We see loss of life. The wages of sin is death. And so we see evil things taking place across these places. And it's true. It's almost like and it's not that it's better to be an atheist or something, but it's better to not be those religious Christians who have a fake Christianity, right? They pretend and they go to the church, just like Joel Osteen, great motivational speaker, by the way. He's not a pastor. So that's what Christians need to understand. Having a mega church, the Christ and the Lord had 12 disciples, but Joel Osteen has 20,000 or whatever. It doesn't make sense, bro. So this is why these people, and during Hurricane Harvey, Joel Osteen didn't care about the people, because the people were coming to him because he's a church. He's the pastor, supposedly, right? He should help the people. And what did he do? He was closing his doors. No, don't. And as soon as he knew he was getting outed, he was being exposed, he let people in and started giving them toilet paper and all that shit. But it's like, this is the type of people these are, and it's just something else. It's absolutely crazy. All right, so since I'm a music person and I'm into the entertainment industry, I do need to touch on this whole Travis Scott concert that took place. And so Live Nation was the venue. Live Nation Apple, I guess, was streaming it, so that's why they're getting hit with a lawsuit too. Live Nation's getting hit with a lawsuit. Travis Scott getting hit with a lawsuit, and supposedly Drake. So obviously Drake was entwined and instrumental in Astroworld concerts, so therefore he's getting hit too. $750 million is what I saw on Twitter. I don't know if that's just gonna be the whole number. I'm sure shit will change because as the people investigate, numbers change and everything. So whatever. But the point is that I don't understand people, and again, I will never understand because I'm not those people. I'm too spiritual. And here's what the thing that really hurt me when I saw on Twitter a 9-year-old boy who supposedly succumbed to injuries because of that crazy event. And why? My question is why, though? Why are you a parent of a 9-year-old and you're letting your child go to a rap concert? I don't give a shit if they say it's for all ages. I don't care. Do these people understand that rap concerts have always been kind of like a little rough, especially since the programming of the gangster lifestyle? Every rap concert used to, back in the 90s, it was always somebody getting shot. That's what happens at rap concerts. So how do you let a 9-year-old? I don't understand. This is the problem, man. Probably because they're coming from a home. I guarantee the father is not in that boy's life, and then I guarantee, and I don't want to have to say that, but as a lot of black men are not in their children's life, and that's just the truth. I just have to speak the truth. So probably wasn't in his life, and then maybe the mom didn't even have custody. Why is a 9-year-old though? Like that's what kills me. I don't get that shit. I don't get that. But I have to say, rest in peace. His name is Ezra Blount. He was 9 years old, man. 9 years old, the youngest to die from the injuries during the concert. It doesn't make any sense, man. It doesn't make any sense. All these things are sacrifices, the rituals. That's what they become. They become energy for the people, such as Travis Scott. They build up their energy. And regardless if people want to see it this way or not, it builds up negatively energy for them. They don't really care ultimately because they're serving the devil anyways in the industry. And this is what the industry is. The industry is about devil worship, especially in the latter times. So spiritually, people, you need to learn the lesson to protect your children, protect your family, and protect yourself. How do you do that? You do that by developing your spiritual self, which is connecting to the universe, connecting to the Most High, connecting inwardly. And this is how you do it. It's through prayer, it's meditation, it's breathing, it's time alone, it's nature, right? With nature, time alone. And you have to go on that journey because this life is a spiritual existence. The whole thing is spiritual. So when people are acting as if you're not spiritual and you're just here and you live and you die or something like this, you have no purpose because you're falling right in suit to the devil's trap. And the devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy. And that's exactly what happened in the concert. The devil had his way right there. The devil had his way with all those storms in Texas, from the hurricane to the winter storm to the building even collapsing in Florida. That's the devil, because people are not conscious. Even if a building's about to collapse, you could hear signs, you could see water leakage, but they didn't do shit. I saw that building, that there was right in the under the building where there's the garage or something. There's a huge leak of water just pouring down. People are not gonna know about that. They're just leaving it, and the building just collapses. Now there's like 100 people dead. Boom, just like that. You have to heed the signs. Understand that the music industry is wicked. Never send your children to a place like that. Conscious people don't go to concerts, and righteous people don't do that. We stay to ourselves, and we stay humble, and we live the simple life. And the simple life is the best life. And it's not about trying to preserve oneself, because it's just about timing. Because we know that there's time. So we do preserve ourselves, but there's timing in everything. So when our time is to leave, the time is to leave. But that will be at a later time. Because the meek shall inherit the earth, not the sinner. The wicked get cut off. And this is what people don't really understand either. In the book of Psalms, Proverbs, many places the Most High declares that the wicked shall get cut off. Sometimes these are bloodline curses. So the young boy who passed, maybe he comes again from a family, unfortunately, because it's not the child. I don't see that it's the child's fault, but I see that it's the family's fault. The family didn't take care of that boy. The family didn't have spiritual insight that something could take place. You know, life is not a game. You're going to a concert. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. And ultimately, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Imagine having a child that age or whatever, any child. How could you just allow that to happen? How do you do it? I don't get it. You know? When I was coming up, that was unheard of. The first time I went to a concert, especially it was like a hip hop. I went one time back in 2008 to like Lil Wayne. There was Carrie Hilson, T-Pain, all that stuff. Drake, Nicki Minaj, all of them. But at the time I was like 17, so you're at least older. You have to at least be a teenager, you know? You need to be a little bit older. Sending a 9-year-old boy. I could imagine how scared he was when they're trampling, if they're either trampling, pushing, whatever. You could just imagine. It's sad. It's very sad. Very sad. We're going to read Psalm 91 because I believe it's perfect. It's one of the most powerful Psalms that speaks about spiritually understanding the wicked and the righteous, okay? The saints versus the complete sinner. And I want to say complete sinner because we all sometimes fall short, but the saint is them who have the advocate, Yahushua HaMashiach, as well as the faith and the belief and the works that follow them every single day of their lives. So they are saints. Those who believe in the Most High and His covenant and His commandments and do everything that He represents. So let's read Psalm 91. It's perfect for this whole Travis Scott concert and all these things that have been taking place in America. Psalm 91. He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High, who abides under the shadow of El Shaddai. He is saying of Yahweh, my refuge and my stronghold, my Elohim in whom I trust. For He delivers you from the snare of a trapper, from the destructive pestilence. He covers you with His feathers, and under His wings you take refuge. His truth is a shield and armor. You are not afraid of the dread of night, of the arrow that flies by day, of the pestilence that walks in darkness, of destruction that ravages at midday. 1,000 fall at your side, and 10,000 at your right hand, but it does not come near you. Only with your eyes you look on, and see the reward of the wicked. Because you have made Yahweh my refuge, the Most High, your dwelling place, no evil befalls you, and a plague does not come near your tent. For He commands His malachim, or messengers, concerning you, to guard you in all your ways. They bear you up in their hands, lest you dash your foot against a stone. You tread upon lion and cobra. young lion and serpent you trample underfoot. Because he clings to me in love, therefore I deliver him. I exalt him. Because he has known my name, when he calls on me, I answer him. I am with him in distress. I deliver him and esteem him. With long life I satisfy him and show him my deliverance. Praise be the name of Yahweh, Elohim Yahushua Mashiach, forever and ever and ever. Salem and Shalom. I can't say it any better. When I hear the pestilence, I'm thinking of COVID-19, right? When I see the 1,000 and 10,000 falling, I'm thinking about, look at the concert, look at the building that collapsed in Florida, look at the storms that have hit Texas, look at the Middle East, look at Afghanistan, look at Africa, wherever. I see all these things that have taken place. Look at Mexico, whatever. All the wickedness. Yea, though it does not come near us, them that believe in the Most High and Yahushua HaMashiach, who is the Savior, nothing evil comes to us. We should praise his name. And for humility, I give him thanks, because it's with his will and his will alone. And only the righteous can see this. And only the righteous shall shine like the stars forever. Salem and Shalom. This has been Zenterno Radio. You're now tuned in, or you have been tuned in. And I hope that this has been enlightening, definitely provoking ideas to get our lives correct. Follow the Most High. Don't get discouraged also. I also want to make that as a point. Do not get discouraged in this life. It is hard. It is difficult. Sometimes we do get discouraged. We get down. We say, like, what's going on? You know, it's like it sometimes it hits us, like, what's happening? I don't understand. And we're not necessarily supposed to understand everything. But what we're called to is we're called to faith. We're called to belief. We're called to stand up and be strong. He says in Joshua chapter 1 and 9, be strong and very courageous, for I have commanded you to be very strong and very courageous. Right? Do not give up hope. Know him. He who split the Red Sea, who walked with Moses, who walked with Enoch, who walked with all the prophets, who walked and who was incarnate in the flesh as the Hamashiach, the Christ. He's with us. He's never forsaken us. The universe is here. And when you feel lost, hopefully on a clear night sky, when you look up, you can see the heavens and you can feel his peace. Look for the constellations. Look at the stars. Draw him into you. For he is the only way. He is the only salvation. Praise be to Yah, Yahushua Mashiach, and the Ruach HaKodesh. This is Zenterno Radio. And be tuned in. The next time we drop episodes, it will be episode 13. And come to the website at zenternomusic.com. Again, listen to some music. Good spiritual music, to be honest. It's a good meditation. You listen to the album, it's a good meditation. And feel free to donate. Feel free to comment, share, or whatever. And contact us, etc. If you're looking for work from audio engineering, from an audio engineer, I am one. You can contact us on the website. And that's about it. So peace, shalom, salem, shalem, and we will talk to you and catch you guys sometime soon. Peace.